We are live.
Take two. We just spoke for 5 minutes.
New camera angles. Same shitty quality.
New setup. Started the camera. Started talking. Shut the camera off.
Horrible.
Kept talking. So here we are. Oh, do you want to talk about the games?
Sure, let's talk about the games.
All right. Texans beat the Bills. 16-0 lead for the Bills.
The Texans had 0 points last year in their game. Had 0 points going into half. And it's got to be J.J. Watt stepping up because I don't think Deshaun Watson stepped up. It's the
He
loudest,
stepped up in overtime.
It's the loudest voice. I think the loudest voice is Deshaun Watson. J.J. Watt.
Oh yeah, I think it just has to be.
Yeah.
But Deshaun Watson did have a great second half. And they pulled through. Titans beat the Patriots. Just
Knew it was going to happen.
it's great. It's
so
great. Everything was trending in this direction.
This is what they need. They need Brady to leave because he's going to leave, and Belichick is being reported as potentially leaving.
I want Brady to leave. I like Tom Brady. I don't like the Patriots.
I want to see what he does in a different jersey. Everyone's saying he's going to the Chargers, which could be interesting. They've got some offensive weapons there that need a quarterback.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You don't like
Shitbag
Phillip Rivers sidearm.
Shitbag Rivers can't do shit.
Shitbag Rivers. Go spend time with your kids. Yeah, I want Belichick to stay because I want him to suffer. I want them to be bad, and I want him to get fired. I don't want him to just leave. I think maybe he could see the writing on the wall if he does leave. I think it's because he sees that they probably made a mistake in getting rid of Jimmy Garoppolo. Obviously,
Really?
now he's like, I think that was a mistake. I don't think they gave Tom Brady any weapons this year. I think it was
Well, they had
embarrassing.
Josh Gordon.
Yeah, they had him, but they obviously knew what was coming there.
They
had
picked up
Antonio
Sanu.
Brown. That obviously didn't work out for anyone, and Sanu was an older guy, right?
Yeah, when you've got no one that replaces the offensive production that Gronkowski had. I mean, you look at all those plays, the reason Gronk put up those numbers is because he was the only one able to catch every single ball.
Yeah, honestly, I think their defense kind of got them to where they were this year.
100%.
I think that's quite clear. I mean,
They limped into the playoffs.
We talked about the first 6 weeks of the season. If their offense didn't play, they would have been 3-3. So, that's pretty basic right there.
Yeah, but defense does win you championships, but they can't be out there the whole time.
Yeah, and I mean the Titans gave them chances. They just couldn't move the ball.
God no. Henry could move the ball though.
Yeah, even when they kept calling it their Super Bowl winning defense, brought everyone down on the line to stop him from running outside. Nah. Yeah, there was the one play when he actually bounced it to the outside. One cornerback is there, comes up to make the tackle, hits him within 5 yards. Henry just runs straight through him and carries him for 7 more yards for a first down. It's like all I could say is you don't want to hit him anymore.
No. Tackle him, don't hit him.
No, that was good. That was good to watch.
Biggest upset of the weekend.
Yeah, Vikings beat the Saints in overtime.
Holy crap. Was it offensive pass interference? Was it a push-off?
Not enough there. I'm thinking even if they always have their hands out almost just for space, and as soon as you let go of that, it's like it looks like he pushed off anyways. He was catching that ball no matter what. It was perfectly thrown.
What?
Did
you say Cousins perfectly thrown overtime game winner?
I didn't put his name in there because it felt unnatural, but
what? But he can't play big games.
2 perfectly thrown balls in a row.
But he can't play big games.
Well, he can't. Here's the thing. It wasn't a Monday night game.
Ooh.
And it wasn't the Sunday night game. It was an early game. So, still a big game, but not his cursed games. He's still Still hasn't jumped over that hurdle, but for the Saints, man, like this is 3 years in a row.
It
Just
should have
heartbreak.
been a Saints walkthrough.
Yeah, they should have had trouble with San Francisco.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't know what else they can add.
I don't know where the Saints defense was. Dalvin Cook was running like an absolute beast. Stephon Diggs didn't get targeted once in the first half and was freaking out on the sidelines, and they were still putting up points.
They had Adam Thielen back, right?
Yep. And Rudolph, who made the catch.
The Vikings are dangerous on offense. And I think everyone, they kind of just scraped in, probably underachieved this year, even as a wild card team.
You look at them injured, and everyone comes back.
It's right on time, right to make that run.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for the Vikings. Saints, that's just heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak.
Now it looks like your predictions were wrong. Maybe next year.
Yeah, that's sad. It really was looking like a good pick.
Oh.
Oh well, and our Seahawks beat the Eagles 17-9. Wentz gets hurt pretty well immediately.
As we said, it was going to be one of those close, boring, technical games. Came right down literally to the last play, because if DK didn't jump up and catch that one, you have to punt it away at that point. You set them up with a timeout, and they need to get a touchdown, 2-point, take it to overtime. Theoretically, still very doable.
The whole second half was pretty well us punting it to them deep, them going on a long drive, and either only getting a field goal or going forward on fourth down and not getting it.
They never got a touchdown.
It was the whole second half of the game.
Yeah.
Which was terrible. As a fan, very frustrating, but we sealed in the end. On to play the Packers.
Well, speaking of next week, what do we got?
First game, Vikings 49ers.
Is this a Saturday morning game?
Do they still split them?
Yep.
Saturday, yeah. No. Yes.
Yes.
Saturday morning game.
Oh, not even the morning. Saturday 4:30 in the afternoon game for us.
Yeah. 2 late games, really. What do you
But
think?
not the late game.
Not the late game. As long as there's a game after it.
So, what I learned watching them play against the Saints is they can shut down offense running backs. So, the whole San Francisco offense is built off of their ability to run the ball and then occasionally make a throw. Whereas New Orleans has a huge running game, but also a huge passing game, and neither one was effective because they just kept getting to the quarterback. So if the Niners can't run, there's no way with that much pressure on Jimmy. You saw what happened against Seattle. He freaks out in the pocket. He's not able to get himself set, and he's just not going to be able to do anything against him.
So who are you taking?
I'm going to have to take the Vikings.
Wow. Wow. I
I
like
think so.
that. I like that a lot. And I want that to happen.
I think it'd be interesting.
I see this game being like 38-35. Seems to be
Definitely on the higher scoring end.
I'm going to... I have to agree. I think, and it's stupid to say, Kirk Cousins and that offense gets it done late. I think they've got the weapons.
If you can do it against New Orleans, you can do it against San Francisco.
Yep. Okay. Titans-Ravens.
Tannehill is on a frickin' tear. Henry's on a frickin' tear. Their defense was able to keep up with the meager Patriots offense.
But there's no offense like the Ravens.
There's no offense like the Ravens. You got a 3 tight end set and a mobile quarterback.
The mobile quarterback.
That I think we're going to have to agree on this one too, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Ravens are a heavy favorite in this game, and there's no way around.
I agree. I agree 100%. But just for, I mean, the Ravens' defense is actually really good as well. The only way I think this game is close is because of Henry and just the Titans going on long drives, just possessing the ball, not letting Baltimore have that many possessions. It's their only chance. But I still think the Ravens get it done. I'm going to have to agree with you on this one as well, unfortunately.
Well, for the Vikings game, there was a 7-point favorite spread in favor of the 49ers. For the Ravens game, there is a 10-point spread in favor of the Ravens. And now we move on to the next game.
Texans-Chiefs.
I think this is going to be a close one.
I think this is real close.
I think the Chiefs have a lot more offensive weapons that they can unleash. And the Texans are more of a big play offense that if you can't make a big play in Arrowhead, you're going to be struggling. And I think the Chiefs nudge them out.
I hate that we're making the same picks here, but I'm
It gets tougher.
I'm thinking about it in my head, like, okay, yeah, the Texans, and then I think about the Chiefs, and I'm like, oh, okay, Travis Kelce. Oh, yeah, they have Tyreek Hill. Oh, yeah, Mahomes can run. Oh, all the trick plays and stuff that Andy Reid.
And Hardman.
And Hardman.
And Watkins.
And Watkins. And yeah, I don't see a scenario where they're stopped. So I gotta go with you. And I mean, that means we're 4 for 4 here, because I don't think
the next one, the game of the week,
our 19th week, you're gonna go ahead and choose against the Seahawks.
Seahawks, baby. Seahawks, Green Bay.
It's gonna be cold there.
It's going to be cold, and we're going to show them what it's like when a hot team rolls in.
DK Metcalf.
Beast mode's going to warm the place up.
Beast mode.
So, just for point of reference, the Chiefs are also a 10-point favorite in their game, and the Packers are only 3.5-point favorites. So, based off of betting, the closest game is going to be the Seahawks-Packers. And again, respect is given to the Seahawks. We are the Sunday night game, as we should be.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, do you want to jump into some Seattle stuff, or where do you want to go?
There was a lot of coaching changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hit you guys with the "you're fired" thing last week.
I don't have a "you're hired" button.
No, this is a little bit more positive, though.
Yeah, a little bit more positive. Jason Garrett has been let go. Finally. We were wondering about it last week. He is gone. It was a matter of time. If he never gets another job.
It's weird that it officially came out twice. Because he had parted ways last week after the podcast, and I thought that was good.
Yeah.
And then when Sunday came around...
They said that one was a fake one, that first one we heard.
Oh.
Yes, there were some
misreports. A lot of reports. And now this one came around, he was finally officially let go. Like,
one report that I heard is that Jerry Jones was up in Aspen for New Year's. It got a lot of snow up there. He wasn't able to make it back on the 2nd, and he wanted to be there in person to do the firing. But everyone knew it was going to happen. So they delayed it a couple days till he could get back there, and they put the report out, had to retract it, say it was fake. He's still with the team. A couple days later, when he did get back and was able to do it in person, then he was fully let go. And that's what I'm hearing.
Wow. Well, yeah. I mean...
Ex-quarterback for the Cowboys.
Respect for the head coach, I guess.
I mean, it is, your
is what
owner
it
should
is.
be the one that does it, not a...
Everyone knew what was coming here.
Yeah.
So whether it was legit.
Jason already emptied his office. Like,
Oh, yeah. I mean,
he was checked out before week 17. It was.
No one was listening to him,
No.
and so.
But good news in Dallas. Mike McCarthy is there.
As soon as his name came up, and I was hearing some weird names getting tossed around, like the Browns.
Freddie Kitchens?
Freddie Kitchens coming in, and
not after his year.
I'm not. No. The last one
Before Freddie.
before Freddie.
Oh.
There was a couple guys, but I think they went out and got the biggest name available now that Ron Rivera was already locked up.
You need a guy that knows how to coach a high-powered offense, and for years Green Bay had a high-powered offense. Dallas has a high-powered offense, and now they've got a coach that knows kind of what to do with those tools and how the best way to do it is. They're not a defensive team; they're an offensive team.
Now they've got some defensive pieces. They've definitely. They should be a playoff team. It shouldn't be close. The Eagles getting in at 9-7 is embarrassing.
I was asked this week, why did the Eagles get to play home field to the Seahawks when the Seahawks had such a good record? And it's because the Eagles, with their record, won their division, and with our record, we had to slide in via the wild card.
Yeah. Yeah. Dallas is a good team. A new voice in
They
that
should be
locker
a good
room.
team.
Get back motivated. I think they'll have a good year next year.
Eagles should be scared. Anyone in that division should be scared. Once the Cowboys get on the roll, they're going to turn into the new Patriots. They could.
That division is just such a joke. Like,
9-7.
the Giants probably had a shot at it this year. Going into the year, was it 100%? Like, I thought the Cowboys were going to be good. I didn't think the Giants were going to be good. I didn't think the Eagles were going to be good. But after 3 or 4 weeks, it's like, okay, anyone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Eagles, I mean, it's unfortunate, but I don't think Carson Wentz is destined to ever play in the playoffs. I just think that's probably his curse. He's injured going into him last year, started playing this year, got injured. I mean...
What do you think about the hit?
I agree with what the ref said. Incidental helmet contact. He wasn't going for the head.
I think, from the one perspective, it looks like he was trying to punch for the ball. And that kind of drove his...
That's your defensive mindset, is go for the ball.
Yeah, I definitely don't
drives
think
your body.
I don't think he tried to spear the back of his head.
Not at all.
I got a bunch of trash talk this week about the dirty shit Hawks, but
We're not dirty.
we're in the playoffs and their teams weren't, so...
Oh, wait, are these the Bucks fans? Really? Jameis Winston, Mr. I
30
can throw...
30 and 30?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Well, the Giants got a new head coach. They picked up the Patriots wide receiver and special teams coach.
It's not
I don't know why you'd pick up the Patriots wide receiver coach. They didn't have any this year. But...
we should have just got a button. Like, every week has been fired, hired, fired. You're hired. You're fired. Like, at this point,
yeah, we need a soundboard here.
it's continuous.
And the Panthers hired a new head coach. Finally introducing some new blood into the NFL. They picked up the Baylor coach, Matt Rule. Baylor's always done pretty well in college football. Always had some good teams. It's going to be interesting to see how
See if he can make the
changes
jump.
up here. Yeah.
See if he can make the jump.
And the Predators fired their coach, Peter Laviolette, and hired John Hines.
It's a weird time right now in the NHL. It seems like coaches are...
It's a very fluid commodity.
Yeah. So he's gone. I'm sure he'll get picked up somewhere else unless this was another...
No, the Predators are shit this year.
Is that what it was?
Oh,
for
100%.
sure?
Predators
Okay.
are shit.
So as long as it's that and not another NHL Me Too thing.
No, but I've seen some people on Twitter saying the Flames should put Jeff Ward to assistant coach and pick up Peter Laviolette. I think it's too soon to start saying that.
I think it's a bit of disrespect for Joe Ward. I think we've been better since he's been here. Still a little bit inconsistent, but better.
Yeah, true.
I've heard a lot of talks that this was kind of a panic move Just get him out, and who's available? Okay, bring him in.
Well, yeah, it was a quick turnaround too. That was
Yeah.
a couple days. They probably had a guy lined up before they let him go.
They fired head coach and assistant coach, right?
When your team's doing that bad
So-
with the talent that you have.
So it's just, and I mean, I could be wrong, but it seems like it was just to get someone behind the bench tonight. We don't know how long this goes, but he's in there.
Seattle player has a new rookie record for playoff catches and plays here by a rookie.
It was quite clear before the game even started that the run game was not going to be there for Seattle.
We don't have any running right now.
So if the run game's not there, you're going to shut down Lockett first.
Which they did.
So then Metcalf decides it's my time to shine. And he shined.
Oh my God. 160 yards receiving, 1 touchdown, and
Sealed the game.
just catches like no one
A
else.
couple great downfield blocks on a couple of the other catch and runs. Just, he was all over the field. And, yeah, I mean, the catch to end it. Just go up and get it.
Just in double coverage, hops up, gets the ball.
He's just a freak of nature. Like, it's too big, too fast.
I'm glad we picked him up, and we picked him up in the second round. He even in the post-game interviews, he said, you know what, I'm glad I was picked up in the second round because now I get to play with the chip on my shoulder the whole time.
Russell Wilson was singing his praises, saying he's the most prepared guy. Russell Wilson does like 10 to 15 page scouting reports every week. DK Metcalf reads them, memorizes them, every page, every coverage, what the defense is going to do, what Seattle's game plan is going to do. He's super professional. He put in the time in the offseason. And
When he got the call from Seattle during the draft, and they said that they were going to pick him up, he broke down in tears on the phone. Broke down in tears because they said, you're going to catch passes from Russell Wilson. And this kid, straight out of college, broke down and cried because he watched his name slip from top 7 to second round. You never know what's going to happen. No one picked him up. We picked him up. We made the kid's dreams come true. And I think if we can get him, we can keep him happy. Lifelong Seahawk.
2 or 3 years, I feel like he's the number 1 receiver in the league.
Oh, God.
I mean, he's just a freak.
Even next year, another year of practicing with Russell.
Did you hear the stories about when he was a kid? When he was 6 years old, he could bench press 50 pounds and squat 100.
6.
I think that's what they said.
Wow. Lynch said that he a big-ass dude that can move like that. He was pretty impressed.
He can move. He can move. Well, I mean, we're going to need it, right? Our run game is not getting any better. I mean, Lynch had a great run close down at the goal line there for a touchdown.
Yeah.
That
was a power run, too. Holy crap. Stops. No.
That's Seattle of old. You see the offensive lineman come down and scoop him and spin with him into the end zone. It was.
I'm glad they didn't blow the whistle because sometimes the refs will blow up pretty quick on those.
He definitely a good call not to because he was moving the whole time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, go Hawks. Let's keep it going.
It's perfect. It's nice. We needed a second threat because just having one wide receiver on a quarterback that can throw, everyone knows where the deep ball's going every time. We used to have 2, then we went down to 1. Now we've got 2 again. Gordon was never going to be our other deep threat.
Metcalf is a legit deep threat. Like, Lockett is quick. He'll beat guys in coverage. He'll get open that way.
Yeah.
Metcalf, you can throw up a 50-50 ball and just let him go and get it.
I wouldn't want to 50-50 try and catch anything against him. I'd die. That's...
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait for next year when Metcalf makes a huge catch against Sherman for a touchdown.
Next week? In the
2 weeks.
conference champion game.
He spoke too soon.
Yeah.
Well, I think one last big piece of news is go Canada.
Gold medal at the World Juniors.
Woo.
Revenge or loss to the Russians. Stressful ass game to watch.
Holy crap. Not fun on the heart for sure. That's a tough one.
What was the captain's name?
On our team,
Barrett Hayden?
Barrett.
Barrett Hayden? Heroic performance. Walked around in the sling before the game. Probably not going to play. Definitely not going to play. Going to tie the game in the third period. On just a laser beam.
Yeah.
And you could tell he was in pain, so...
No, I don't think he was feeling any pain after that.
After. But during.
Yeah.
Crazy, so...
and then a guy who hasn't played much at all during the whole tournament comes out and just boop, boop, pops in the winner.
That seems to be how it goes. That's how we won our last gold medal in here in Canada. The only forward who hadn't scored a goal scores with 3 minutes left and we win. Same thing here.
We've been saying it the whole tournament. Whether you're first line or fourth line on Team Canada, you're a number one player on your team wherever you came from. You are a captain, you're probably a center. You're an all-star talent just to be on this team. You're not a normal...
We're taking the top 23 players available.
Yeah.
So every single one of those forwards is an amazing forward.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't have a good tournament, this, that, the other thing, you don't get much ice time because, I mean, like we said, everyone's good. But when you get the chance, you bury it.
Yeah, because you're still a phenomenal player.
The one thing, and I got to give credit where credit is due, Danny told me about this morning. Russia played the live gold medal game on one TV station, and at the exact same time played the replay of the 2011 gold medal game where they came back and beat Canada. People watched that game not knowing and were celebrating a Russian win from 2011.
You know,
I feel
being 8 years apart, you'd think you recognize that the names are different.
Should I read?
But I guess as I recognize there, if every name ends in off, it's really hard to tell the difference.
This is from Yana Tarasenko, Vladimir Tarasenko's wife. She said her husband watched the 2011 game for 10 minutes in belief that it was live until he saw himself in the game. Then changed the channel.
You were there. Different arenas. Am I not right?
It has to be. Would it matter?
Different players on both teams? Different sponsor?
Let's go probably camera quality.
Oh, I'm sure. Different jerseys?
Speaking of jerseys, just on a side note, those Black Canada jerseys are absolutely disgusting. So nice. I want one. I want one for sure.
Yeah.
But, yeah, watch the wrong game. Tweets about Russia winning the gold medal. That's something else.
Oh, it's something. That's... What'd you do this weekend?
Watch those games.
Yeah.
Sunday was actually a good day to be a sports fan here in Calgary.
God.
And Canada. Canada wins gold medal at the World Juniors. Seahawks beat the Eagles in the in the wild card game, and our Calgary Flames win in an 8-round shootout.
A shootout.
Dylan Dubé.
Greasy.
So it was a good day.
Not for the
That was
Saints, but
Made a bunch of sausage.
yeah. How many did you say you made there?
90 sausages.
90 deer sausages.
29 sticks pepperoni.
That just sounds
It's nice.
like a great day.
Bought a smoker.
Did you?
Yeah. Now that it's gonna be full Canada and minus 30 out, I'll
Yep.
just leave that in my kitchen and look at it.
I smoked a 9-pound pork butt on Saturday. That's what I did.
How'd that turn out?
Oh. Oh.
That bad, eh?
It was so bad. I filled Garrett.
It's tough to do.
And there was leftover pulled pork.
It's tough to do.
It is tough to do.
What else?
I think that's it.
How long has it been?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Been too close to our faces for 30 minutes, I would say, at this point anyways. So if you want to comment, let us know about the new camera angle. Let us know about anything you want us to talk about.
Please like and subscribe and make sure you buy some gas.
Yeah.